Everybody at the end of the day agrees that we have a finite set of resources and we should manage those appropriately or accordingly.
About 50% of the earth is rangeland. We need to have somebody who understands that to help manage those resources so that they're there 10 years and 20 years and 100 years and 1,000 years down the line.
We want people who can think, who can go out on the ground, collect the necessary information, work with land managers, with ranchers, with wildlife biologists, and roll all that information together into a workable management option that sustains the land, but then gives the local community an economic and socially acceptable outcome.
The Natural Resources and Rangeland Ecology program is essentially teaching you how to manage land. How you manage what you manage for, that's largely goal dependent, but that's the meat of the program, is how to manage land.
They might be public, they might be private lands, but how do we manage that in terms from soils, all the way up through plants, all the way up through the animals on the landscape. That might be everything from insects, through birds, through avians, through livestock, through wildlife, and from there on. So it's a big program that's aimed at developing students, giving them the skill sets needed to tackle management of these large landscapes.
The first few years you do mainly most of your core classes, then you do some basic ecology classes, and you work your way up through there to some soils, and now we're in wildlife habitat management, ecology. So you can kind of intermix a bunch of different things that work really well for you and what you're looking to do.
So we spend as much time out in the field as we can.
These are freshman, second week of classes, maybe third week of classes, we're in the field.
Definitely like the hands-on experience that you don't get in a lot of other classes.
You get skill sets that other programs don't offer.
There's a nice blend of professors that also have agency background, they have research background. That's been huge for me, just asking for advice on navigating a career path.
The faculty, the teachers, the mentors in this program are really interested in developing students and employees, potential employees that have the skill set. So we focus on hands-on material as much as we can. We're very active with the job market itself, and so as employers are looking for employees, they recognize that the Department of Animal Marine Sciences at Montana State University produces top quality students.
We've had students wind up as state foresters in Michigan. We've had students manage wildlife refuges in Georgia. We have students managing ranches. We have students running reclamation companies.
Our range program qualifies us to be a range con or a soil con for the NRCS. So there's a ton of career opportunities even in that one agency, let alone, other federal or private companies.
My day-to-days right now are pretty varied, and I love it. I mean, this is my office. As a habitat management biologist, I have to travel to all of the regions and work with our wildlife biologists on these sorts of properties, and so I travel a lot and I'm exposed to a ton of different wildlife habitat properties and just habitat types. So it could be one day looking at riparian habitat conditions for a small stream, and then like a day like today, I'm out actually collecting upland data that informs our grazing management that we have for this particular property.
If you want to make a difference, if you want to have a career, not a job, range science is incredible. Every day I get to go do something new, something interesting. I get to be involved in all sorts of incredible wildland, rangeland, pasture land. Most of the people that work in wildlife and rangeland resources have a passion for what they're doing.
If you want to be marketable and have a set of skills that no one else has, this is the program.